We're going to South Carolina. Denise, you're up.
Oh,
Hey, Chris. Thank you so
hey.
much. I cannot tell you how much this resonates for me. I am a domestic abuse thriver. I lived in a really ugly domestic abuse situation for a very long time. And for quite some time after that, and still to this day, it has very long lasting effects. I have PTSD. I, financially go in and out of like being in a good place and not a good place. But probably about 10 years ago, I had a awakening moment that the best thing that ever happened to me was that, because it got me to where I am now. And it got me to be far more introspective and insightful about who I was personally, to get to a place where I just recently made the choice to leap from corporate world into doing my own business of coaching and consulting and helping people navigate chaos. I'm a chaos Sherpa because I've learned how to navigate it myself over and over again. So I literally was like, I had to grab a napkin. I'm sitting in my car out of my dash and like wipe off my tears because you were making me cry because it was so connected. Thank you. Wait, did I just thank you for making me cry? I think I did.
It feels good. It does feel good, huh?
Sure. So when you were gathering this group of people together and, the question like came to you organically, how did you decide who the people were? Like, how did you, because I've been contemplating this kind of a group collective something. And every time I start to think about it, I get stuck on who are the right people, because I feel like the right people matter. And I overthink it and then I haven't done it yet. So I'm just curious how you got to the list.
So first of all, my number one success, my number one thing that attracted good people was that I would always pick a date and then work backwards. If I try to think of the people and then pick a date, it would never happen.
Yeah.
I would pick a date and work backwards and then trust the universe would bring the good people into my life. Here's the second challenge though. It's not about the people. It's about your intention and your willingness to create a safe space for them to blossom. You could have an asshole walk into the room and your facilitation skills and questions will allow them to blossom as much as the nice person. That right? No matter if someone's walking around like an asshole in their work life, it's because they're a soft teddy bear on the inside, but they've had to protect that because of past trauma, right? So we all have that soft teddy bear within us. Your questions can pull that out. So I challenge that it's not about the people whatsoever. With that being said, we set a rule. We set a guidelines. I mean, it was a rule. The first time you come alone. So I was self-selecting who came. The second time you come, you got to bring a friend.
I love it.
And after that, you're eligible to nominate someone who attends in your place. And so, Denise, let's say that I invited you and you just cried your eyes out all night and you met some amazing people and you felt full and meaningfully connected and all this great stuff. And I came to you at the end of the night and said, Denise, I'd love to invite you back one day. Think about who you'd like to bring as your guest. You're going to think into your network and come up with the coolest, nicest, most amazing and heartwarming person possible, because you're not going to invite an asshole. So it becomes this like self-fulfilling or like community fulfilling prophecy, is that like just good people would attract good people. And the coolest asset that you have in worrying about who you're going to invite, the coolest asset that you have is yourself. I don't envision Denise to invite assholes. So if you start off by inviting nice people and they have the time of their lives, and you say that they can invite more nice people, no assholes are even going to ever be in contention. It starts with you living the fullest integrity of yourself. That's it. And you've got that.
I love it. Thank you. That's awesome. I'm inspired.